Welcome back to Daily Spokes. Today, we're going to be talking about should I buy an e-bike online? I'm going to give you three reasons why, in my honest opinion, I do not think it's a good idea. And also, if you stick around until the end, I'm going to talk about a potential opportunity to save a good amount of money on your bike purchase. So I absolutely value your time. Let's go ahead and jump right into the video. Number one is going to come down to um, electronical issues. If something goes wrong with a bike and you purchase an e-bike online, there aren't any authorized retailers in your area, and something goes wrong electronically, there's a decent likelihood you might not have a bike shop that's going to be able to repair your bike. So in a sense, we've seen lots of bikes just basically become paperweights because they don't have somebody to fix the electronic issue. It's not that bike shops like that they only want to take care of people that have bought bikes through them. That's not the case. And to be honest, I actually thought that when I started working in a bike shop. I do work at a bike shop. I work at Kickstand Cycles in Albuquerque, New Mexico. Shout outs to them. They are actually sponsoring this video. So kudos. I had this dream. I wanted to share everything we do with not only our community, but with the cycling community as well. I mean, we just have like a plethora of information. And yeah, I think it's just super helpful. So kudos to them. If you're in town, you need some bike service, bike purchase, bike rental, any and all of the above, we can absolutely take care of you. We used to actually work on all bikes, but after seeing so many issues along the way, we actually had to pull back and regather and decided not to work on bikes that we're not authorized to. Don't get me wrong, when it comes to like your regular maintenance, like brakes and drivetrains, tune-ups, all that type of stuff, most bike shops are going to be able to do that type of thing. But when it comes down to the electronics, here is why there's a good likelihood bike shops will not work on a bike that's purchased online from an unauthorized, company. So basically, we have ordered parts and not received the parts. We've literally had to like try and communicate with people out in China. We've sent them bills. The payments have been awkward. They've been weird. We've had parts come in like used. We've had the wrong parts come in, broken parts come in. And so when you factor in shop labor, the shop actually starts to lose out on money in situations like that. And typically these are already budget bikes in general. So it's just not good business. And that also equates to an unhappy customer, potentially a bad review, a bad experience. Bike shops, they don't want to do that. We're bike shops, typically the people that work there, they're going to be enthusiasts. They're going to want to take care of the community. They're going to want everybody to be happy and have a good time. So that equates to bad, just potential issues later on down the line. Number two is going to be knowledge. And this is an absolute insane amount of value. Like the people that work there at a bike shop, they like eat, breathe, and live bikes. Like I said earlier, are going to be cycle enthusiasts. So they're going to know all about it. They work with customers. They're fixing bikes. They're just seeing bikes and a wide, insane amount of variety come in and out of the door on a daily basis. So that is extremely helpful. I mean, there's so many customers all the time that come into a shop that they want to purchase a bike. They have their mindset on this thing. And then after speaking to a sales rep, they totally get up and stage left and go to a completely different type of bike. And it's because there maybe are so many things that they didn't consider or didn't think about. Whenever people come into the shop, I'm immediately, in a sense, interviewing them, asking them like, "Oh, are you adventurous? Are you going to be using this as a commuter? Are you going to be riding in dirt, paved? Like, do you see yourself riding in all these types of things?" And then like, what's your budget? Because this budget, we can get this kind of bike that's going to fit this type of lifestyle. But if you want something that's going to be very good, like a very high quality that's going to last you for a super long time, is it worth spending this extra amount of money to have something that you're not going to have any issues with 10 years down the line? These are all super helpful factors, you know. And another good thing too is when you go into the bike shop, test rides. Test rides are absolutely huge. We've seen some like pretty decent looking bikes come into the shop, taking them for rides, because once we service the bike, we have to test it out to make sure everything is good to go, right? And we've seen some kind of funky stuff. We even had a bike company come into the shop. They wanted us to become authorized retailers. We took them for a ride. They were pulling, like, as soon as you leaned into it, it was just pulling super awkwardly. It seemed extremely dangerous, awkwardly heavy. So these are things you can't tell if you know, buy a bike online. And I would say take reviews as a grain of salt, because granted there is going to be some value in there, but how reputable is that review? Is it a paid review? Is it, you know, if anything, forums are probably going to be your best source if you can find some like kind of Facebook community, but in person, that's always going to be an awesome source. And the number 3 reason why I would recommend buying a bike from a bike shop is going to be warranties. They will make it so easy. And kind of crazy fact, did you know that if you buy a bike online, some companies, and you build it yourself, some companies will actually void the warranty because a professional did not build that bike? And let's just say that they will work with you on a warranty claim, but you're going to have to reach out to the company. You're going to have to email them. You're going to have to try and diagnose whatever's wrong. So that could potentially be a big headache. And the cool thing about going to a bike shop, you don't have to do any of that. You just bring it in, say, "Hey, something's wrong with my bike. It's still under warranty. Please fix it." Boom shakalaka, you're good to go. You like, that's all that weight's taken off your back. And the cool thing is the bike shops are cool with it. They want to take care of their customers. They've already built a good relationship with their companies that they're working with. So it's easy. They're familiar with whatever's going on with the issues. You know, they've probably seen these things on occasion. And if they haven't seen it, then the company has absolutely seen it. So it just makes it so much easier. It's like just comfort of mind. The whole experience is going to be more enjoyable. I did promise you that if you stuck around until the end, that I would show you potentially how to save money and ask for rebates. There, depending on where you're at, there's a chance that your local area might have some type of rebate. Right now in Albuquerque, New Mexico, our electric company, they're trying to incentivize electric transportation, and they're offering a $250 instant rebate. You don't have our customers don't have to do anything. We literally take care of everything for them. We basically just confirm that they are an account holder, and boom, they save 250 bucks. I've spoken to some other bike shop owners. I think that right now there's something in California for like 1,000 bucks. Check to see if there's rebates. That could potentially save a good amount of money. And yeah, as always, I hope we brought value. Cheers.